I think we can start with a few questions. One is a question from me, where I wanted to know, is iodized salt just a commercial proposition? Does our body really need it?
The oil?
Iodized salt.
Salt. So, we need iodine in a very, very small quantity. And nature has given the iodine in all the greens, the leafy vegetables. So if we need the iodine, we can eat a lot of greens.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Aruna Shiva Sharan asks, we use very little milk for coffee and tea. Is that harmful?
To begin with, I would say if you want to continue your tea and coffee, continue it with your milk. And rest of the dairy products, just stop it. Give a trial for 1 week. Just 1 week. Give up dairy. And see the difference, because your body is going to speak. Who's going to tell? If I'm healthy, there's nobody out in the world who's going to tell me. It is me, my body, responding to the activities which I'm doing, as I'm going to know that I'm healthy or not healthy.
At least
when I can wake up to a beautiful day feeling so energetic, that means I'm healthy. If I have to push myself from the bed, and work and get-togethers and lunches are the things which are going to be making us feel, oh, I'm loving, I'm waking up because I have to go to work. I have to wake up for myself, not for anybody else.
Thank you. Naina asks, do you suggest a milk elimination, or would you recommend a replacement?
I'll say replace it, because we are, we need to even pamper our DNAs. We are so used to, our DNAs are so used to a certain kind of food. So we need to just be smarter and if you want to have tea, you can make your almond milk at home and add it, or you also get plant, add that into the milk and have it. If you want to have sugar, you know what? I make desserts with jaggery and I make desserts with dates. Another thing, that when we want something, please go to the store and demand. I run a restaurant. When I have 15 people coming and saying that, Nidhi, I want gluten-free, I have a gluten-free menu in my section because there is demand. The minute we start demanding healthy stuff outside in the society, into the world, they will start supplying. If we don't demand, who's going to supply it? So it's our moral responsibility to start demanding today. The world will change, and it's in our hand.
Thank you. Is there anybody that would like to unmute and ask your questions yourself? We'll be happy to do that. Yeah, please go ahead.
It's so laborious to do these alternative milks and curds. So we are tempted to have little milk and curds at least to continue. Are you
from Bangalore?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go to Nature's Basket, there is a company called Good Milk, which they make curd out of plant-based products. The only thing that it doesn't get sour. That curd doesn't get sour, so use a little lemon to give it that texture the way you want it. But things are available. So Good Milk is a company. Bring 1 can, try it, and I urge all of you, I request all of you to give it 1 week trial. Just 1 week. Taking dairy products out and being that how. I just want to talk about my grandmom. We are vegetarians, so I didn't have to eliminate meat from my diet. I had to just take milk out of my diet. And my grandmom, who was 80-year-old, who is 84 now, but when she was 80, she came to me. I'm sorry, I'm just being a little quick because I want to answer a lot more questions.
Yeah.
My grandmom, who was 80 in 2016, when she came to me to stay with me for a month. And I gave her what I was eating, completely plant-based diet and oil-free and all of that. She started sleeping well, her snoring stopped at the age of 80. After 15 days, she tells me, you know what, I'm not going to give up my stick. But I just want to let you know, I don't know what you're putting in the food, but I have a better balance. I don't feel scared today when I'm walking that I'm going to fall, because she's had a couple of falls. So we gave her a stick. She says, but I feel better. And she, like, my room is on the first floor. She climbed and she came. She didn't come she didn't use a lift just to check. And that was one of the best testimony for me that even at 80, our body is happy to just give you a good health back. We just need to give the right food back again to our body, the right nutrients. The body is ready to respond.
Hi, Nidhi.
Yes.
So I had a question about soy milk because I'm happy I'm lactose intolerant because I can stay off milk. Usually people are not happy being lactose intolerant, but I am.
I'm
So
happy.
yeah, so I wanted to check with you about soy milk. How much is it good? Because some say it's okay to take in moderation, some say it's okay to take it regularly. So I'm very confused with soy milk.
See, there is a question about soya milk, about the estrogen levels and around that, right? What information I have is that don't cross more than 200 ml per week.
This
And
applies to men also?
very much, definitely for everybody, not just men or women, for everybody, even for children. Not 200 ml, more
Second.
or 200 grams of the soya, the tofu, right? Per week per person. That's enough.
Okay.
And you can make, good milk. That's milk I'm using now is oat and cashew milk, and I'm loving it.
So I make oat milk at home, but soy milk is something that my husband loves in his coffee because he's lactose intolerant too. So is it okay for men too? Because I missed that part where you said when you spoke about men because my signal dropped.
No, menopause. I spoke of
No,
menopause.
no, I was talking about men. Men, is it okay to give soy milk even to men? Because I use it for my coffee, soy milk
Absolutely. 200 ml, just keep a check on that.
per week.
Yeah. And you can
Oh,
give alternative, if you go to, there is almond milk available in the market. There's also cashew and oat milk, which is so close to the milk which we are looking
yes,
for.
yes.
So the
Oat milk I
special-
make. Oat milk I make, but this good milk is a good suggestion. I'll try that because you just need variety, right? So I'll try that also.
I also make paisam out of it. I make a kheer out of it. I've made
Yeah.
dessert with this. And trust me, yes, I don't want it to taste exactly the way it's never going to taste. And I don't want it because that's what gave me cholesterol. So I don't want that. I need
Yeah.
to adapt this new taste. And
I use Amul lactose free milk for my kheer.
okay.
So I mean I don't know. Actually, I've been wondering, thinking how. No, okay, got it. Coconut milk is good then.
Coconut milk will be very coconutty, but I think oat and cashew milk. You know what? You can make a milk at home. Just
Correct.
take around 10 cashews, soak them
Okay.
overnight. In the
Okay.
morning, blend with water, and your cashew milk is ready.
How much water for 10 cashews?
Uh, 1 glass, I think around 350 to 400 ml.
Okay, for 10 cashews. Okay.
12 cashews, depending on the size.
Of course. Yeah, great. Thank you so much.
I make almond milk for children at home. So I take
Yeah.
around 6 to 8 almonds for 1 cup of milk, and I add water, and you add dates into it, and I blend it into you need a good blender. You need to invest in that. So you
Right.
take a blender, and children just eat that. Sometimes, when they have cold or I use haldi in it. I put sometimes cinnamon and sometimes the vanilla extract, just making
Amazing.
different flavors. So they're not finding it boring. And the transition is beautiful because I put sometimes cocoa powder. So these are
Wow.
we're making more interesting. The milk is more interesting than before. So we just have to be a little more innovative and creative when we
Yeah.
want to transit.
Yeah, but tell me something. If you have a glass of almond milk every day, you're looking at maybe 10 almonds a day, right? That's okay. Right? I mean, if that quantity is okay, it doesn't lead to any other problem, other like cholesterol or I'm just.
Thank you for the question. So we need to be smart enough that nature has made nuts hard to grow, hard to digest, and expensive. So now when we need to be smarter, when you see anything which is expensive, that means it grows less. And it's a lot of process to grow them, a lot of hard work to grow them, sorry. That means nature wants us to have it less. For example, peanuts, right? You even get peanut curd into the market.
Yes.
And peanuts are 80 rupees per kg. Almonds are 800 rupees per kg. Peanuts are today, sorry, because of the Taliban thing happening, almonds have reached 1400. I'm sweating, doing the math in my cafe.
My
But
God.
yeah, it has reached very, very high. So, you can use the peanuts, you can use the cashews. Cashews haven't changed, so use a cashew. The cholesterol is into, when we have to, the fibers are not there, the cholesterol is high. When you're eating anything with the fiber, do not worry about the cholesterol.
Thank you so much. I learned so much
How
today.
to make oat milk? Please tell.
Oat milk, we need to soak the oats, and not the packet one, the Kellogg's and all of that. You need to get either steel oats or rolled oats. They are whole. Now soak them overnight, and morning just blend them. Your oat milk is ready.
What is the proportion of oats to water?
I wouldn't know it in my head right now what the proportion is, but I can send you the link.
Thank
Can
you.
I share what I
And
do
you?
with oats?
Yes, please. That would be great. Please share.
One glass oats and 4 glasses of water.
Okay. And how many means around 2.5, 3 liters of oat milk do you make?
No, like I usually make half a glass, so it's kind of a bottle which can, because I don't want to make too much and store it in the fridge.
Because there's no preservatives
Exactly. Yeah.
and no chemicals.
Exactly.
Glad.
Yeah. So I usually make only like half a glass of oats. So I put 2 glasses of water.
Okay.
And what do you use the oat for?
Coffee. Usually.
It comes out very nice. It comes out, I love it.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
So we have
Does
two
it not become
questions.
slimy?
Hello.
Sorry, I missed your question.
Does the oat milk become slimy? That's what happens normally. Slimy, sticky.
So it's work. You need to work with the proportion, and it will become slimy if you've kept it for a couple of days, and you get a Tetra Pak. I am very happy with it. I'm using it personally. I'm very happy with it. So I'm not really doing too much. Basically, we don't drink too much of coffee. Milk is not our food. We just want to need varieties, so we're using it for tea and coffee and desserts and all of that. But alternative milk, I'm sorry, my throat is bad. So we need to make just products, alternatives, which we can use it. We don't need to drink milk. That's not designed for us. We don't need it. So don't stress about feeding your children milk and, oh, I'm not giving that, then I need to give almond milk to them. We don't need milk. Give them a glass of smoothie. I'm telling you, the best nutrients, what we can give them.
Thank you. So there's a couple of questions more, but Arjun Bahadur says, very nice, simple with immense clarity and conviction. My compliments. Shall follow your mantra, embrace nature, food choice. If you cannot have it alone, leave it alone. And yeah, and so Lloyd D'Souza says something very similar. He says he likes your theme, nature hasn't made a mistake. But there are 2 questions left now. Priya Anand, would you like to unmute and ask your question?
Hi, Nidhi. Thanks
Hi.
a lot for the information. I'm actually detected with the high TSH levels, thyroid level. So which salt do you suggest? Because doctor has suggested me to take iodized salt, Tata iodized salt.
Yes, if you have thyroid is because of the deficiency of iodine into your body, definitely you can make a balance. When you're taking anything, when you're putting salad, right, on your salad, I would say don't cook the iodized salt. Take it on the top. When you're cooking, use a rock salt or the sea salt. Use that for cooking, and add a lot of greens in it to your diet. Raw greens, like into your salad or smoothies, because or a green juice, because that has immense number of nutrients, definitely, and also iodine.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Nidhi.
you.
Rajiv Jain, can you unmute, please?
Yeah, thank you, Binaji. And first of all, let me thanks Nidhi. I am based in Sydney and it's 10 o'clock in the night, but I'm enjoying every minute of this conversation. And I'm glad that I joined this discussion because it's an eye opener to me where you have advised that milk is not useful and not advisable, on a regular basis. Now, I'm a vegetarian too, but milk is something that we drink a lot in our family. And perhaps you may have answered this question, but I'm asking you again. They advertise a lot here in Australia that you should be drinking this A2 milk, right? I don't know what's the A2 protein or what is it all about, but I want to check with you what are the options I can use as an alternative in place of this milk, because our diet we drink milk like morning, evening, and at bedtime, So, what is your suggestion that we should be opting for as an alternative for milk? Thank you.
I used to get, I'm not exaggerating, in my home, a family of four, 10 liters of milk. My boys had to have 3 glasses of milk every day. I was a milk lover. And that's the
Yeah.
way I was, my parents, my grandparents, milk is most important. Curd is the most important food. And I used to make paneer at home. I used to make ghee at home. My children haven't tasted market ghee. Everything homemade. This is how we lived. Today, I have to tell you that today, when I am closer to 50, I never felt this energetic when I was 20. And I'm still alive without the milk. You all should know. And I'm much more healthier than what I was before. Another thing about A2 and A3 and A1, I don't understand. Milk is milk, milk for their babies. Does a Punjabi mom give a different milk than a Marwadi mom and then a Muslim mom, and milks are different? No. What is A1 and A2? This is the biggest, actually, I question this so many times to them. What is A1, A2? It's the cow's milk for their baby and whatever breed and whatever. This is just marketing skills. And you know what? We're so ignorant and we're so naive that we start believing it. And that's only because we are so away from our instincts. We're so away from connection with our own body. We don't listen to our body, we listen to everybody else. But what our body is trying to tell us, we don't listen to it. The minute give up dairy for a week, listen to your body, and I guarantee you, you're going to love it. You're going
Thank
to
you
love
so much.
how you feel into your body. I hope I
Thank you
answered
so
your
much.
question with all that explanation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Really
Thank
helpful.
you. Loy, I think you had a question. You wanted to find out something about commercial fruits and veggies that skins contain pesticides, how to make sure they don't. So Nidhi, can we take that as the last question, please?
Yes, and very, very good. And another tip I'm going to give you after that is when the pesticides are definitely sprayed on the skin, also put in the soil. So if we think that if we are eating completely, peeling it off, we are eating fruit which doesn't have pesticides, it's just, it's just a myth. It's not. So the whole fruit in, out is with pesticides. I would say, please buy organic, anything which you're eating raw. Grow your greens. The best way to connect to nature, the best way to connect to food, the best way to create love for the right food. It's such a pleasure just growing your greens, and it's easy, right? Nature's made it so amazing that when you want to grow palak, you see the coriander seeds, put it in the soil. You see the dhania patti, the coriander growing, the mint leaves. It's so easy, and it's such a beautiful activity for home, for children to get connected to, and it's like taking care of a baby, right? Pour water, connection. This is one of the best things which I did in my home is by growing and getting my whole family connected. A beautiful family activity besides the phones and the TVs. And wash it well and eat it. Nothing, just clean it well and eat it. This is what I would say. And that's what I do.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nidhi.
And one thing I want to add to the audience, I want to thank you for listening to me. One, and second, that if you all can get your B12 and D3 checked, be on the supplements. I couldn't cover that up because of the shortage of time, but these are things which are not grown, not in our food. This is when we live in nature, we don't need it because we're in the sunlight and we're in the soil. That's where B12 and D3 are. And today we cannot be there. So let's be on the supplement of these. Start it ASAP. Whether it's for you, for your child, or your staff at home, get it checked and be on the supplements.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you
that
so
was
much.
very comprehensive. I would, before I call our head of social media, Divya Purnaya, to give the vote of thanks, I'd just like to thank all the participants. And please join us for our upcoming programs on select Fridays and Saturdays, where we bring to you interesting topics on holistic wellness and the arts, delivered by a host of distinguished, knowledgeable speakers. And we post all the details on our WhatsApp groups, and we send it to you by email, and it's also available on our social media platforms. Divya, can we have you do the vote of thanks, please? Thank you.
I know that there are like questions that are streaming, and thank you so much, Nidhi, for taking the time to answer each question in a lot of detail. So I think all of us have, it's been a really informative and extremely practical hands-on session. So thank you so much for that. The team at Ritambra actually had one of our early post-lockdown meetings at the Just Be Cafe, and we were so taken in with everything that you all were doing and all the literature on your menu cards. And that's when we were, and I know Beena's been in touch with you even before that, but on that day we were like, this is, your sentiments are very similar to what Ritambra's core values are at. And I think this was a match made in heaven in that sense. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for the audience, please do spread the word around. These are free webinars that we do on a weekly basis. And we have a whole array of interesting sessions that are lined up for the whole of August and the whole of September and October already planned. Please do reach out to Rashmi, who will add you to the WhatsApp groups, so we're not spammers, so make sure that you get added so you know. Nidhi, we'd also like to just quickly add here that coincidentally, we are on a detox program at Ritambra, which started last week, which ironically does a lot of what you've also said. So that's why Beena and I are smiling very smugly. We've been off dairy for a week now. We've been off coffee and tea too. And we're eating like 4 nuts in the morning and 2 nuts in the evening, and a lot of what you're doing. So usually I would be looking guiltily for most of the presentation, but this is one of the few weeks that we could look at comfortably. So thank you all so much. And thank you so especially to the whole team at Ritambra, who's been working a lot to make sure that these kind of informative knowledge sessions are available to everybody for free. And we would also like you to please follow us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn for further updates. Do join us for the next program. And thank you so much, Nidhi. We hope to do another session to answer all the other questions that are still seeming to be coming on the question box.
Definitely, but the audience can always reach out to us on our pages, which I can just share the link with, and you can share it with your audience.
Sure.
Also, the smoothie recipe link, I'll share it with all of you.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, Nidhi. If you share your link, we'll post it on our WhatsApp groups and everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.